Going on, guys? This is Induced Rhino here, back for another commentary in Forza Motorsport 6. So today is going to be another new car review. So it's a bit different in this series. We're not taking a look at a road car like we've done so far. We are going to take a look at race cars in this series. Also race cars, so not just road cars, but race cars. And no, I'm not going to do GT cars. Well, I might, I'm not sure, because there are so many GT cars that... and I don't know which one's my favourite, and it would be weird if I called the title GT Cars Review, or even like the name of the GT car, because there are so many GT cars, and it wouldn't be a very simple title, because I'd have to put the name of the GT car, or I'd be able to just put GT cars, because if I decide to do it, I'd probably want to do more than one GT car. So, but still, here we are in our first race car review on a Formula E car. So yes, as you all know, Formula E is a new racing sport that, well, quite recent actually, that is a smaller, way less powerful, way less faster, and most of all, electric version of a Formula 1 car. So yeah, this kind of does look like a Formula 1 car, except if you can look at the front, it's sort of a different shape, because it sort of goes up a bit, if you know what I mean. So this is the Virgin Racing Formula E car, which is a mobile company. Not the Virgin, the other Virgin I speak of. Alright, so let's take a look at the stats. Okay, so we go speed of 5.4. So, yeah, like I said, this is a much less faster version of a Formula 1 car. But that's okay, because that's understandable because it's electric. But we have got a really good handling actually of 7.4. So that's normal for race cars like this, and that's pretty good to make up for the not so good speed. And an acceleration of 8.1. So that's an even better acceleration to make up for the not so fast speed. So it's it's going to be a very good launch, but just not very good speed. And we got a braking of 5.4, exactly the same as the speed 7.4. Okay, so taking a look at the other stat, we have 268 horsepower, so again, a lot less powerful than a normal Formula 1 car, but that's alright, I guess. Yes, even though this has a similar electric motor to Tesla Model S, it is still quite a bit less powerful. Still quite a bit less powerful, and a lot less powerful than the Tesla Model S, so I'm not that impressed with the power or the torque, even 111 torque. So this car needs more power and torque. If they can do it with the Tesla Model S, they can do it with this, definitely, because they're Formula, they work for Formula. But nevertheless, we do have a weight of 1,870 pounds, or 874, so that's pretty light, and we got 41% of that weight on the front. Alright, so hopping into the Formula E car, so yeah, as I said, this is exactly like a Formula 1 car on the side and back, except if you look on the front, after the nose bonnet and the things that go over the tires, it sort of goes up a bit on an angle and sort of off the ground. I actually kind of like that feature, and yes, the side, you get that sort of head thing there, just like on a Formula 1 car, except yes, a bit smaller. And the back, just like the back of a Formula 1 car, you get the nice rear bottom there, connecting from the part where the head is, and the small rear wing, which are one of my favourite things about Formula 1 cars. The wing, the head, the way the head thing looks, and the driver's seat. Oh, and of course, the way it goes. Alright, so, yeah, all the silver around it, which I really like. And this design makes it really look electric, like in the Tesla Model S that had all silver all over it to make it look electric. And even on the wing, which has the Michelin. Okay, so opening up the bonnet. So let's see this battery. So it's really, really good. Really nice battery. I love it. I love it. I'm not sure what kind of battery it's called, but nevertheless, it looks so good. Really good. Love how you get the battery there, and I love the way the cords are connecting to the motor. Oh, I love this. This is the unique part of the Formula E car. So, the way this looks and the way the motor looks just makes up for the not so good speed and not very good power. Okay, so stepping into the driver's seat, it's a steering wheel just like from a Formula 1 car, except it looks less buttons and all that, and maybe a little bit less smaller. And okay, let's start up. and I'll be quiet because this is an electric car. And sounds just like the Tesla Model S P85D. Really great electric sound there. And that's another thing that makes up for the not so good power and speed. The way it looks, the way it sounds, the way it looks, including the motor, the way it sounds, and the way it goes, apart from the speed, because it has pretty good acceleration. So yeah, in conclusion, not as good as a Formula 1 car, of course, but good enough for an electric car. Wish they would add more power, so wish they do. But this does not lose the interest of these cars. So now we're going to hop onto the track. First a drag strip, then a circuit track to see how it goes, accelerates, and launches and all that. And I will see you there. Alright, so here we are on the airfield. So yeah, looking around it. As I said, all the silver at the back and the wing at the back, just like on a Formula 1 car. The small, thin wing at the back. I really like that. I really do. Pretty much all over this car looks beautiful. Yeah, as the front, I said, like the silver on the side also. Just like on the Tesla Model S, has all that silver, give that electric look. But I guess this is only based off the design, the Virgin design. And yeah, as you can see, the front where the sort of the side hood goes over the tires, and yeah. Oh my god. Well, this thing has pretty good go. Okay, 100. Oh, went a little past 100 there. Damn it. Alright, so I'm just eating right now. Sorry. Alright, so we'll drive the rest of the track, or should we do it one more time? Because this has such good acceleration. Yeah, we'll do it one more time. So yeah, it's pretty good braking and pretty good acceleration, and pretty good sound for a car that's not that powerful and fast as a good top speed. But it is fast, it's not a good top speed. Really good acceleration. Okay, so how fast can we get? We're at 110. Okay, so we're going quite slowly, to be honest. Okay, how fast can we get? 130? Come on, 131. Yeah, that's good. Would have got further if we didn't stop 3 times. I don't really know why I stopped that 3rd time. I just thought, because I want to go 0 to 60. No, I'll just do 2 stops actually. One from 0 to 60 to 0. One from 0 to 100 to 0. Or 0 to 100 to 0, sorry. But yeah, it goes really good. It accelerates really well, even though it might not have a very good top speed, because the speed is only 5.3, and even though it's not very powerful and not hardly any torque, not enough torque, it still drives pretty good, and it sounds, I gotta say, it sounds so spectacular when driving. Alright, so we're gonna go to Rio. Alright, so we're gonna go on the... No, we're just gonna go on the big track, why not? It just sounds so... It actually sounds so good when you're driving on a straight line. Shifting sounds like a quietened electric rocket. That's what it sounds like. A quietened rocket when it's driving. Okay, let's watch. Yeah. Listen to that. Sorry, I just don't know how to say it, but this just sounds so good. Its acceleration is really good, and it also sounds so good, including its shifting, and it... Oh, apart from that, it goes around that little corner, that little cornered straight so well, because I remember in the demo driving in this track over and over again in the Ford GT, the new Ford GT, and then I couldn't I couldn't even go around that curved straight. I couldn't even go over that curved straight without braking and crashing into the wall on the side. But in this, I don't need to slow down. If I just keep going, I don't crash into the wall. Unlike the Ford GT, where I can't stay away from the wall without braking, but in this I can. So it has such insane grip. And yes, like I said, in the Tesla Model S, this is one of the annoying things about it. So because the engine's so quiet, all you can hear is like probably the skidding of the tires. You can always hear the skidding of the tires, or the tires going over something like those bumps in the tunnel, and the crashing sounds a tiny bit louder. Well, it actually doesn't sound as loud in this, but just sounds normal. But that's the only annoying thing. But at least the engine sounds good. Sounds a little different to the Tesla Model S, because the Tesla Model S is a lot more powerful than this, unfortunately. But like I said, it's so surprising that Formula E cannot get at least 300 horsepower. They can only get like 250 horsepower when Tesla can get 600 horsepower in an electric car. And they can't even get half of that in this. That's what surprises me. I wish this was more powerful. If it were, it would be perfect. Maybe even better than a normal Formula 1 car, because I believe the only Formula 1 car in this game is the Lotus. The only modern Formula 1 in this game is the 2015 Lotus E23, and I've driven it. For some reason, it shifts so damn quickly and turns horribly. I'm not sure if that's a normal Formula 1 car, or if that's how the Lotus Formula 1 car actually drives, because already at 60 to 80, already at like 70 to 80 miles an hour, you're already on the 8th gear, the highest gear, 70 or 80 miles. Yeah, about 80 miles, 80 to, I'm not sure, 70 to 90 miles, yeah, 80 or 90 miles, you're already at the 8th gear. So what am I going to give this car? I'd say this deserves a 7 out of 10, because it looks really good, very, very electric looking. Not as big as a Formula 1 car, nowhere near as powerful as a Formula 1 car, and nowhere near as fast as a Formula 1 car, but it drives better than it drives way better than the Lotus E23, the only modern Formula 1 car in this game, and it actually looks slightly better, because I like how it's smaller, I like how the way the front looks, and I love the way it sounds. It sounds like a quietened rocket. It really does, but yeah, the drawbacks needs way more power. Needs way more power. The speed is only 5.3. That's about nearly the same speed as the Tesla Model S, but they can't get electric cars that fast, but just like in the Tesla Model S, the acceleration is really good. But I think it's slightly better than the Tesla Model S. But the Tesla Model S is a lot more powerful, but it's also a lot heavier, and it's all-wheel drive. So they could have. I want more power in this. I want to see more power in this, and just the sound of you skidding because of the quiet engine. But anyway, that wraps up the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it to the end, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.